Hello, it's Keith Gosnell from AMP Publishing. Today I'm going to be reviewing a piece of software called OneSoci. What OneSoci is essentially allows you to basically manage your entire Facebook account through this application. Okay, meaning posting, cover photo, your ads. You can actually set up ad campaigns and run them and watch the statistics from this application, as well as add custom tabs and content, and also run contests. Okay. Now, before we get started, I'm going to point out what is on the front end offer and what is additional. So, with the front end offer, you're going to get access to all the posting ability, your cover photos, and ad management, okay, of the creation of ads and actually setting up an ad campaign. And we'll go into detail on all of these here in a minute. There is the first one-time offer, which includes the custom tab creator, as well as you'll receive monthly templates for ads and posts, and you'll also get developer rights, which basically gives you the right to sell this service to your clients. Okay. Now, the next one-time offer is basically gives you access to these contests, okay? And there's three types of contests that you can run. One is an opt-in form contest, a one-click opt-in contest, and a quiz type, okay? So you're going to be able to create a question and things like that. So I'll show you how all that stuff works. Just want to be clear on what's the front end and what is not included in that front end offer, okay? So you're seeing basically the kind of enterprise version here is what I'm going to review. Now, before we get started, when you first log in, it's going to ask you to connect to your Facebook account, obviously. And then once you do so, you'll be able to see all the pages that you manage right here. So just remember that whatever is set here, and if you were to post something or create a cover photo or ads, it's basically going to go towards that particular page. Okay, so you can basically manage multiple pages, multiple ad campaigns right through this software. Now, you can also hook up under your social settings. You can also connect Twitter, Pinterest, and Using. Okay, so you can basically post all the posts that you create. You can also send them to these different social media outlets as well. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started here. So this is the dashboard. So now, as I said, I'm connected to my Amped Publishing Facebook page. So you'll see it actually loads my cover photo right here. And it's going to show me any active ads that I have, as well as any statistics, okay, of things that I've posted through this software. All right, so let's just go ahead and start with posts, okay? So let's click on that. You're going to have a bunch of different options here. Now, you can discover posts, so you can search for certain posts. You can design your own posts in here. You can schedule the posts as well, okay? So you can also do all your social media scheduling through here for Facebook. And then your opt-in posts, which are basically connected to contests. I'll get to that in a little bit here. All right. So you can also, now again, as I said, you can write your own post. So this is essentially basically what you would do on Facebook, right? You go on Facebook and you create a post, upload an image, put the text in there, do all that. Well, you can do that right from this from the software as well if you want to. So literally, it does manage pretty much everything you can do on Facebook right through this app. All right, so let's just discover some posts first. We'll start there. Okay, so you can discover videos or articles. Right now, let's just discover some articles, and I'm just going to type in, let's see here. Actually, let's do NBA. That's fine. All right, so what you're going to see is you're going to get a bunch of results for that. Okay, so what you can do then is select whichever post it is you want. So you're basically curating content right here at this point. Okay, so it's still loading up. And you can see there's tons of them being loaded, so lots of content to choose from. I'm going to go ahead and choose this post here. Okay, so what it's going to do is basically pop up this so you can curate this content, right? I mean, you can post it as is if you'd like to. You can also choose which page, of course, that you're going to want to publish this to, as well as the groups. Okay, any groups that you're admins of. Okay, you have to be an admin, to be able to post to that particular group. Okay, same with pages. All right, so you're going to see here, you're going to have three different types here. There's a link layout, which is really the one that most people would use. There is an image layout. Okay, so you can kind of upload different images here. So if you want to have that kind of carousel look, you can upload your own images as well. And then really just a straight text. Okay, so no image is going to display on the post. It's just going to be straight up text. All right. So if you want to do links, so how you may use this is you can go ahead and and change up this text, put whatever text you want. You can run, your links to it, your own affiliate links, whatever it is that you want to do. You can edit this and put whatever you'd like in here. Okay, so it's, hey, check this out. Leave that link there if you choose, and then you have a couple of options here. Okay, so what you can do is you can actually schedule this. Okay, so if I want to create this and post it at some different time, if I'm going through a bunch of different articles and I just want to put them out, a day at a time, you can go ahead and schedule that. You just select the dates, the time you want it to go, and your time zone, and hit confirm. Okay, and that will create that schedule. Okay, now you can also just post it right now if you'd like to. So I can go ahead and simply post this, and it will show up on my Facebook page. Okay, all right. So it says I can check, and let's go ahead and look at pull that up real quick. All right, and I'm going to go to my page that it was posted to. And we'll see it here. Okay, so there it is. Hey, check this out. There's the link. Now, obviously, you want to put your own links, whether you're leading to a squeeze page, whatever it is, however you're using Facebook. Obviously, we want to curate that, and send them to our own offers. Okay, so now. So it's all posted. I could schedule again if I wanted to. All right, so I could actually go in here and hit, let's schedule this for a couple of days. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and confirm that and add it to the queue. All right, so now it's all scheduled and we're good to go. All right, so I'll show you where you can manage your scheduled posts as well. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of that. And what I'll do is let's go into designing your own posts. Okay. So now, what you have, and you're going to see this this little builder that they have. It goes through. You'll see it in a couple different places when you create ads, posts, and such. You'll see this same kind of builder here. Okay. So what you can do is there's a bunch of templates or themes that you can use. So if I want to, let's just say we want to use this one here. It's going to go ahead and load that up. Now you're going to have different backgrounds that you can use and you can replace. You can upload your own images as well. Anywhere throughout this program where there's an image, you can upload your own. And what you can do is basically then you can go ahead and edit all the text and also the shapes. Okay, so you have shapes, you have images, you have background images, and then and text as well. Okay, so you can add your new text there. Do whatever you want to do. You go ahead and edit that text over here. My new text. Okay, so you get the point. You can choose your fonts, do all that good stuff, and then go ahead and you can align. You have emphasis, size, line height, opacity, and some layer options. Okay, if you want to place things on top of each other. Okay, and you can also delete. All right, so we just hit the delete button there, and it'll take care of any of that text. Okay. Now there is a couple of options here. What you can do is you can also save. You could save this. Okay, so it'll basically save it as a template. So in your themes here, if you ever want to reuse this, but just change up text, you can just simply hit save, and then it'll be there for the next time. Now you can also download this. Okay, so you can download this particular image, which then you can use across whatever Instagram or whatever other kind of social outlets that you have. Okay. So if you go ahead and hit continue, okay, so basically it's going to bring you to the next page, which this should now start to look familiar. You've got your text area or text format, image format, and I believe this is just the plain text. Okay, so you can enter your content here. Here is my content. You can enter your links, whatever you're trying to accomplish by posting this. You can go ahead and do so. Okay, and of course there's the scheduler as well. All right. So that's basically creating your own posts, being able to save those themes for later and reuse for whatever you want to, okay? Okay, and as I stated, now you can see I have a scheduled post, so we can manage those posts as well. It's going to show me here. You can view the link as well, and you can edit it from here or delete it, okay? So for now, I'm just going to delete it because I really don't want it to go out, okay? All right, so it's deleted. Great. Okay, so from this point, as you can see, you can really do everything you can on Facebook. You can do it right through this particular interface. Okay, now there's cover photo as well. So this is the cover photo that I have for this particular page. Now, if I wanted to change that, I would just go ahead and pick my other one, and it's going to then reload and give me this one. Okay, which is my cover photo for this particular page that I manage. So you can switch back and forth between these as you see fit. Now, there's an edit cover photo area. Okay, so as you see, it's a familiar look. They have a bunch of different backgrounds that you can use. You can choose. Just go ahead and pick one. It will load it up. You can do any edits you want to it, choose backgrounds. There's a little search here too for things that it'll kind of narrow down, filter down these results. You can edit it, add your text, upload your text, do whatever else, or upload your own images. Excuse me. Really whatever else you want to do. Now you can preview this one here as well, which is not a feature they have in the post because it kind of shows you what the preview is right there. But at least this one it'll just basically overlay what's the rest of the your tabs and your actual profile pic and whatnot. Okay, and you can just shut it off that way. And then you can save, continue, and it basically takes you through the exact same steps as I've shown you in the previous examples, okay? Now, next we have ads. Now, this is something a little bit unique. This is basically pulling in all my ads that I've ever ran through this particular account. And remember, it's only going to pull in the ones that, you have an ads account associated to, okay? So you'll see these are some of the old ads that I had. You can create a brand new ad from here, and I've not really seen an application that does this, that allows you to basically create the whole campaign right here. So I'm going to just quickly walk through this and show you. Okay, so let's just pick, maybe it's in the dog niche here. And again, this editor is very familiar, right? It looks the same as the other places. So you can upload your own image, edit text, fonts, all that good stuff. New backgrounds, save it as a template. So if you want to reuse it, or especially for ads, you can do, kind of variations to see which ad might be converting better. Sometimes it's just a matter of changing the color of this font or this particular shape. That gets you a better conversion rate. Okay, so you can save these out and use them as you see fit at a later time. Now with ads, we're going to go ahead and hit continue, and it'll bring up so now you're going to see these are all of the settings that you can use to create your ad. Okay, so you're going to have your landing page, which is where the actual ad is going to lead your users. Your headline. Okay, and as you can see, I have it's updating for me right there. Your message, okay, so my description, and that's the top part there. You're going to do your budget, okay, so you can have your budget right here as to how much you want to spend. All right, the ad duration, start date, end date, and you're going to get into your targeting details, okay, so you could do males only, male, female, between the ages of, okay, so you can edit all that. You can also break down to demographics here, so whether they're in US, Australia, Canada, UK, wherever you want to do. Languages, the platform that you want them to view it on, as well as which platforms, okay? Because with Facebook and Instagram, right, it's tied together, so you can choose which ones you want these things to, to show up on. And then what we're going to do is give them, obviously whether you want it in the news feed or the right column. And then they're going to get into some advanced targeting, okay? So if anybody who's ever used Facebook ads, this should look very familiar to you. They're basically just giving you this application where you can manage everything. Your posting, your ads, everything in one, in one interface, which is actually kind of nice. So this works the exact same way as it does on Facebook, right? So you have your majors, your works, your employers, your jobs, institutions, whichever. And as you start typing these in, you should see, there you go. So you'll start to see, it'll give you suggestions the same way that Facebook does, okay? So you can pretty much build your audience right from here, okay? Excuse me. Now, it gives you interests, and it also lets you go a little beyond, right, with this ad. So if we did, pets, so we wanted people interested in cats or, let's see, we go or maybe... pets, let's see, so it was cats and kitty litter or something like that. Whatever it is, you can create basically these longer, more defined audiences right here. And again, it works the exact same way as it does in Facebook. You just being able to do it all from one application, okay? Or you can get rid of it right there as well. All right. So basically that's your ad, and what you're going to do is just hit publish campaign, and it's going to start running that campaign, right? So once you have that and you're done, you'll be able to manage that all from your ads area. Okay, so it would show up here had I actually published this. Obviously, I don't want to run an ad right now, but you can. It will show up in this area for you to then manage and watch from there. Okay. All right, so the next area here. Now, this is the first one-time offer. Okay, so this is custom tabs. Now, your custom tabs are essentially. Let me go ahead and get back to here. Are right here, right? So it's all these tabs, and Facebook is starting to give these a little bit more prominence, which I like. They used to be put across here, and you really didn't even know what they were for. So now you're starting to get a little bit, give it a little bit more exposure. Now, You can add a custom tab, and we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll give it a name, and we'll call it, I'm going to do this for one of the pieces of software that I've created, the content URL. Now, the one thing that you need to know about this, and this is a Facebook thing, and this has nothing to do with OneSoci, is that it has to be HTTPS, okay? And they do that for protection for their customers, okay? So I'm going to go to one of mine and just show you how this works here. .com. Okay. Grab that URL, which I don't need there, and I'm going to put it here and confirm. Okay, so now what I have, now it's created, we're good to go because you're just basically entering whatever page it is that you want to go. Remember, it has to be HTTPS. We can edit that page and name, or delete it right from here as well, or we can just go ahead and publish that tab. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and make sure that that went, yep, success. So you'll notice over here now what we should see is voice stack. Okay, so perfect. I'll get that out of the way, and we'll go ahead and click voice stack. And what it's going to do is basically load voice stack into this particular window, okay, into this iframe. So you can use that and do that with whichever, whatever kind of content you want, excuse me, as long as it's HTTPS. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove it. So now when I delete this, it's actually going to delete the tab as well. Okay, so I go ahead and delete. I'll go ahead and refresh. Oop, that's not available because it's deleted. So let's go ahead and just go back to the page, and you'll see it is now gone, okay? So you can basically build yourself almost like a little website. I think that's really where Facebook is trying to go with these tabs, and I think it was always intended for that. It just never had much prominence, so now it's getting a little bit more prominence out there, okay? So it's a great way, especially if Facebook is one of your main kind of ways to interact with your customers, is to bring your website over to Facebook. I mean, it's it can't hurt, right? So there is basically how you build custom tabs, okay? Now, with contests, okay, I've created a contest down here, but we'll create a new one. All right, so we can kind of show you what this has. So now you can upload an image. Okay, so I'm just going to upload the exact same one I did for my last contest, and it's just this. As soon as that goes up, did I hit the right button? I don't think I did. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, there it is. We're going to enter a caption for this image. Okay, so I'm just going to say my contest caption. Okay, the header. So this is the title for the contest header. Okay, so it's my contest. If I could spell contest header or title rather. And in here, it's going to be my contest header, and I'll show you what this all looks like once we get it done here. And this is the body title. Okay, and the contest description. Okay, this is pretty much where you're going to tell them what they need to do to enter this contest. Okay. Description. All right, and button text. So we're going to say enter now. All right. Now, there's 3 types of contests that they offer, okay? Oh, and we're going to have our tab name, okay? And we're just going to call this contest. Now, this is basically going to create a tab, again, on your Facebook page. So what we do is there's an info form request, okay? So it's your basic form, right? You can enable emails to collect the email address. Oh, emails is you have to collect the email. That's right. You can enable phone or any other details, okay? So this is your basic form where they're going to have to fill it in. Me, personally, I love the one-click opt-in, right? One-click opt-in, all that goes away, and I'll show you what happens there, for example, when we do this, okay? Because when you opt in, it's basically not going to ask them anything. It's going to ask them one question and say, is it okay that this page collects your information, okay? Now we have an expiry message, which means, hey, sorry, too late, okay? So that just means you missed the contest. We'll schedule it to end here. And a thank you message, so it'll be thanks for entering, okay? And we will go ahead and confirm, okay? So once we confirm, let's go ahead and it's creating the contest as well as creating the tab on Facebook. Okay, and there it is right there. Okay, so it's inactive right now, so it won't activate until you actually, you set it to activate. Actually, this is the one here, sorry. And you're going to have subscribers and winners, okay? So you can view the subscriber list, and then you can select a random winner, right? So it actually takes care of pretty much the entire contest for you. Now, I've activated this one before and subscribed, so let me try this one now. We'll go ahead and activate it. And what we'll do is, once it's done, is refresh and go check it out on the actual Facebook page and show you kind of how a user would interact with that. Okay, so there we go. All right. Publish to Facebook. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's go refresh this. And there's contest. Okay. All right. So here it is. This is the contest. There's my contest title, the contest header, and the description. So what I want to do is enter now. So what it's going to do is it's going to prompt your user to add. Okay, so great, because actually I've already done it. So because I've already done this, what would happen if I was a first-time subscriber is you just get a little message from Facebook just saying, do you approve and do you want to give your information to this particular page? Okay, so which is protection for for the subscriber, right? And once they do, so you'd probably want to even explain that in your in your body area that you're going to be prompted to ask that we get your information. So just be upfront with people when you're collecting information like that. So we're good. Thanks for entering. That's what I had, and we'll go ahead and view here. I will. Let's see. Let's refresh this. Okay, so now I have one subscriber, right? So I can view the subscriber list, which is going to be me, right there, and you can download that into a CSV and do whatever you want with it, okay? Now you can put that into your autoresponder or whatever it may be that you're going to use, okay? So now what I can do is deactivate it from here as well, which is basically just going to simply remove that from my page here. So now you'll see no more contest. Okay, all right. So you can control everything that you need right from the app. Okay, so that's basically OneSoci. You can, as I said, pretty much control everything from advertising to posts to curating other people's posts right here, all from one app. Create cool contests, get start list building, lots of different areas to do. And don't forget that you also have the ability to have the other social settings, right? So you can do Twitter and Pinterest as well as use Zine. So make sure you take advantage of that and connect your sites to them. Now, I also get questions about how many different Facebook accounts can you connect. You can connect one at a time, but you can disconnect and reconnect to any other accounts that you have whenever you want to. Okay. So go ahead. I'll put the link to the sales page down below in the description. So go ahead and pick up your copy today.